Good morning, students. Today we will start in Geography, chapter 4, and that is Urbanization. First of all, you have to know what urbanization means. Actually, urbanization refers to the shift of population from rural to urban areas. It is the gradual increase in the proportion of people living in urban areas and how the people adapt to the changes taking place in society. With the influx of migrant population, means when they're coming from rural areas to urban areas, how they're adapting themselves to that environment. Now, urbanization began during the Industrial Revolution when workers moved towards manufacturing hubs in cities to obtain jobs in factories as agricultural jobs became less common. Now, in India, the growth of urbanization occurred at a rapid pace after independence as India adopted a mixed economy, which led to the development of the private sector. So, in the census report of India, we can see in 1901, India had 11.4% of its population residing in urban areas, whereas in 2001, in the census report, we can see the growth of population was 28.53%. Okay, so according to the provisional data released by the Census of India, these are some trends of urban and rural population of India. Points are there. Let's see. For the first time since independence, the absolute increase in population is more in urban areas than in rural areas. Rural population in India, the percentage was 68.84%. Then the urban population in India, 31.16%. Level of urbanization increased from 27.81% to 31.16% from 2001 to 2011. And the proportion of rural population declined from 72.19% to 68.84%. Okay, so this is the basic things. Now some factors are there. Now, what are the causes of the urbanization? Some pull factors are there, some push factors are there. Let's see. Improved employment means pull factors. If we are talking about, then improved employment and opportunities as jobs in factories and other supporting activities pay more than farming and domestication of animals. And improved quality of life and a better standard of living of people. So force them to move from the rural areas to the urban areas. These 3 points you will remember. This 1, then 2, and this 3 point. And the push factors are not enough land to support family, use of tractors and other machineries in farming reduce jobs for many, and poor quality of life, which include long working hours and less benefit to the farmers, and inferior housing, mud thatched houses, no electricity, no indoor plumbing. This kind of problem they're facing, and they try to move themselves from the rural areas to the urban areas. Now some other points are also there, that urbanization in the developing world occurs for 2 main reasons. First, we need to see the natural increase in population due to the availability of better medical facilities. There is a low death rate in urban areas. This leads to a natural increase in population. With the advancement of medical care, people are now living longer. So rural people are thinking about the same. Then the second point is rural to urban migration. In developing countries, urbanization usually occurs when people move from villages to settle in cities in hope of gaining a better standard of living. The movement of people from one place to another is called the migration. As you all know, we have learnt it from the previous chapters. Okay, so next is positive and negative impacts of urbanization. This is very important because if we are talking about urbanization, some positive aspects will be there and some negative aspects will be there. Now, what are the positive aspects? Efficiency. Cities and towns are often more efficient than rural areas, as we all know. Less effort is required to supply basic amenities such as fresh water and electricity. Research and recycling programs are possible only in cities. Then the convenience, access to education, healthcare, social services, and cultural activities is easily available in urban areas than rural areas. And the concentration of resources, since most major human settlements are established near natural resources from ancient times. So lots of resources are available in the city area. So this is also another important factor that people are moving from rural areas to urban areas. You can take example like when people are want to buy something, people want to move to Kolkata. Why? People will get all the things, all the facilities over there. Okay, so that is the basic thing that what we are getting in a city area. So that's why people are moving from rural areas to city area. Now economic development, it is another important point. High tech industries earn valuable foreign exchange and capital for the country. Now what are the negative impact of this urbanization? Land insecurity. Slums are built on land which is not owned by the slum dwellers. There is a constant fear of being evicted anytime. Then poor and unhygienic living conditions. People are living in the slum areas, crowded and lack sanitization facilities are having. This often leaves the slum dwellers susceptible to the outbreak of diseases. Now crime. Some slum conditions make maintenance of law and order difficult. Patrolling of slums is often not on priority list of law enforcing officers. So unemployment and poverty force people to engage in antisocial activities. So slums therefore often become a breeding ground for the criminal activities. Now some other points are also there, like satellite cities. That is, we have to remember. What is satellite city? A concept in urban planning that refers essentially to smaller metropolitan areas which are located somewhat near to but are mostly independent of larger metropolitan areas, is known as the satellite city. So, the concept of town or satellite city is a concept or urban planning that refers essentially to smaller metropolitan areas which are located somewhere near to but are mostly independent of larger metropolitan areas. So, after that, we are getting the another point, that is the urban sprawl. Satellite cities are planned cities adjacent to a major city. Such cities manage to contain the urban sprawl. So these 2 points you will remember. Next, what are the advantages of satellite cities? Besides providing its residents with superior quality of living in the form of road connectivity, electricity, water, drainage and other important amenities, it also enables to propel the local economy. It leads to appreciation in prices of land and residential property in and around the satellite city. For second point, you can mark it in your book. For residents in the main city who wish to escape from the stress, population and hassles of city life, it provides them with variable alternatives. Now the third point is transport infrastructure developed in satellite cities not only provide its residents easy accessibility but also enables to decongest traffic in the main city. So these are the advantage of the satellite city. Now I will talk about the smart city. A smart city was digital technologies or information and communication technologies to enhance quality and performance of urban services to make lives of citizens better. Now, smart city mission of the Indian government, that is very important. Smart city mission of the government of India is a bold and new and initiative and very innovative at the same time. It is meant to set example that can be replicated both within and outside the smart city. Okay. catalyzing the creation of similar smart cities in various regions and parts of the country. The core infrastructure elements in a smart city would include adequate water supply, first point, then assured electricity supply, then sanitization, including solid waste management, then efficient urban mobility and public transport. These are some common points. And affordable housing, and especially for the poor, that you have seen that our current government has doing these things for the poor people. Now, these are the basic points that we have to remember from this urbanization chapter, and some challenges are also there in the developing smart cities. After that, we will discuss in the class the question answer from this chapter. You will learn the chapter. I will try to understand, and the question answer we will do in the class. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you all.